we've been talking about our five senses. Remember, we all have five senses: seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling. So this book is called My Five Senses. And this was written and illustrated by a person named Aliki. My Five Senses. I can see. I see with my eyes. I can hear. I hear with my ears. I can smell. I smell with my nose. What is he smelling? The flowers. I can taste. I taste with my tongue. You know what he's tasting? Ice cream. Looks like strawberry and chocolate ice cream. Mmm. I can touch. I touch with my fingers. And what is he touching? He's touching that little bunny rabbit. Do you think a bunny rabbit is hard or is it soft? Yeah, it's probably nice and soft. I do all this with my senses. I have five senses. When I see the sun or a frog or my baby sister, I use my sense of sight. I am seeing. When I hear a drum or a fire engine or a bird, I use my sense of hearing. I am hearing. When I smell soup or a pine tree or cookies just out of the oven, I use my sense of smell. I am smelling. When I drink my milk and eat my food, I use my sense of taste. I am tasting. When I touch a kitten or a balloon or water, I use my sense of touch. I am touching. Sometimes I use all my senses at once. Sometimes I use only one. I often play a game with myself. I guess how many senses I am using at that time. When I look at the moon and the stars, I use only one sense. I am seeing. When I laugh and play with my puppy, I use four senses. I see, hear, smell, and touch. Sometimes I use more of one sense and less of another, but each sense is very important to me because it makes me aware. To be aware is to see all there is to see. Hear all there is to hear. Smell all there is to smell. Taste all there is to taste. Touch all there is to touch. Wherever I go, whatever I do, every minute of the day, my senses are working. They make me aware. And these are some things that we can see. We can see the sun. We can see a book. We can see a sailboat. We can see a house. And we can see the moon and the stars. And these are some things that make sounds. These are things we can hear. We can hear a duck quacking. We can hear a drum banging. We can hear an alarm clock ringing. We could hear a record playing. We could hear a beater whirring. And some things we can taste. We could taste toothpaste. We can taste ice cream. We could taste lemonade. We could taste apples. And we can taste salt and pepper. And some things that we can smell oatmeal. We can smell cookies baking. We can smell paint. We can smell stinky skunks. We can smell flowers. And some things that we can touch a soft feather. We can touch a prickly porcupine. We can touch a smooth ball, or we can touch a cold ice cube. So those are our five senses. Now I sent this paper home to you. Okay, it's a five senses matching paper. So you can either color it first and then cut it out, or you can cut it out and put it together and then color it later. Okay, that's up to you. So I colored mine, and what we're going to do, we're going to see here, we're talking about our five senses. So here's eyes, and that would be our sense of sight. And this is our nose, so that would be for our sense of smell. And here we have our tongue. What do we do with our tongue? Do we see with our tongue? No, we taste. We taste with our tongue. And this is an ear, and that's for our sense of hearing. So that would be for sound. And our hand is for our sense of touch. Now down on the bottom, we see a rainbow, and we see an orange slice, and there's a radio playing music. And this plant, this is a prickly cactus plant. Okay, they're very sharp and prickly. And this, that's a stinky skunk. Phew. All right, so what we're going to do, okay, and like I said, you can either color it and then cut it out, or you can cut it out and color it after you're all done. Okay, what we're going to do, you see this line right here that goes all the way across the bottom? We're just going to cut that right across, okay? So remember your scissors, okay? Thumb in the little hole, and your other finger's in the big hole, okay? Always remember the scissors go away from your body. Always point away from your body. We don't want to cut our hair. We don't want to cut our clothes. We don't want to cut our hands. And we don't want to chop apart our pictures, okay? So we want to look at our paper, cut very slowly and very carefully, okay? So we're going to go right across this line. Okay, very, very, very carefully. Look at what you're doing, okay? Go right on that line. All right, so now after you cut it across, you have one more line over here. We're going to cut across all the way across there too. Ready? Okay. Watch as I cut. Nice and carefully, okay? Cut right on that line. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut all these other little lines, okay? We're going to cut right on the line. Now, you don't want to cut your picture apart, so cut very, very carefully. See what I'm doing? Make sure you look at your paper, okay? Look at your paper very carefully, nice and slow. Open, shut, okay? You just have to open your thumb. Open, shut, okay? Right on the lines, okay, and then you can cut this little one off. All right, so what we're going to do, we have our paper, so we're going to glue our pictures where we think they should go. All right, now let's see. Let's start with this. Okay, that's a rainbow. So let me ask you, can you taste a rainbow? No. Can you hear a rainbow? No. Can you touch a rainbow? I don't think so. Can you smell a rainbow? No. But what can we do with a rainbow? We can see a rainbow. So to see a rainbow, we use our sense of sight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our glue stick, okay, and you can either put the glue on the back of your picture, or you could put it right on here if you want to do it that way. That's fine too. Okay, that's our sense of sight. And we're going to take our rainbow and we're going to glue that right into that box there like a puzzle. Okay, I'm going to press on that because we would use our sense of sight or our eyes to see the rainbow. All right, let's see. Here is a stinky skunk. Now, we can see a stinky skunk. We can see them. We don't want to see them, but we can see them. We already have that picture there. Would we taste the stinky skunk? No. Would we hear a stinky skunk? You might, but that's probably not the best one. Would you want to touch a stinky skunk? I don't think so. So if you have there's a stinky skunk, what sense are you using to let you know that there's a stinky, smelly skunk? Your sense of smells. We use our nose. Okay, so we're going to put our stinky skunk right up here by the nose because we would use our nose to smell the stinky skunk. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. We don't want to smell stinky skunks. P.U. Okay, let's see now. What is this? You know what that is? That's an orange. Okay, now we know we can see an orange slice. Okay, but we already have our rainbow there. And we know that we can smell an orange slice. They smell really good. But we already have our stinky skunk there. Can we taste an orange? Yeah, I think that's a good one, don't you? All right, so we're going to put our orange slice right here with taste, because we can taste an orange. Okay, do you like oranges? I like oranges. Okay, I'm going to press that right there. Okay, and do you know what this is? Here's a radio. A radio plays music. Okay, radio plays music. Now, would we smell the radio? No. Would we taste the radio? No. We can see the radio, but what would we hear it with? Our ears. We would hear the radio with our ears, so that is our sense of hearing. So we hear the sounds with our ears. Let's put our radio right here under the ear, because we would use our ear to hear the sounds of that radio. And this last picture is a cactus. And you see those little prickly things on there? Cactus prickles are very sharp and pointy. So we can see them. We might be able to smell them. I don't think I'd want to taste a cactus. We cannot hear a cactus because it's a plant. But we would use our hand to touch the cactus. And it's very sharp and prickly. So you might not want to get too close to one of those, okay? Because they can pinch your fingers. All right, so we use our hands to touch. Okay, so we see with our eyes, we can see a rainbow. We smell with our nose, we'd smell a stinky skunk. We use our tongue to taste, we could taste a yummy orange. We use our ears to hear, we could hear the music on the radio. And we use our hands to touch, and we feel the prickly cactus. So our 5 senses, seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, and touching. Okay, in a little while we're going to go in the other room and we're going to watch a video and a fun song about our 5 senses. We'll do that in a little bit, okay?